If you want the ultimate cardio workouts to help you get ripped, you're in the right place. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, King Prime. I can be found at iamkingprime.com. Here at the Modern Kings Podcast, we have 3 goals. That's to help you to be fit, to help you to make money, and to help you to look good. In today's episode, we will be discussing the best cardio workouts to get you ripped. And these are not just the best cardio workout for men. These are cardio workouts that will transform your fitness game. So some of you may think this is a dumb question. I certainly don't. What is cardio? Cardio is short for cardiovascular. And cardio is any activity that increases the heart rate and breathing for an extended period of time. In short, it's all of the stuff that makes you sweaty and tired. Cardiovascular is important for overall health. It helps with your weight management and it improves your endurance. Now let's go over some of the extended benefits of cardio. Not going to dive too deep into these, but these are hugely important. My number one thing is it improves your heart health. It doesn't matter how much muscle you put on and how many other things you're doing. If your heart isn't healthy, the heart takes care of and supplies blood to your entire body. If the heart isn't healthy, nothing else matters. So cardio strengthens that heart muscle. Cardio aids and supports weight loss. It also helps to boost lung capacity. It enhances endurance and stability. So any physical task that you have is gonna allow you the space to do it and perform it longer. And yes, that includes sex. That was a very intentional plug for this video right here above. Check it out. It strengthens the immune system, regulates your blood sugar levels, and also promotes better sleep. Boosts your metabolism, strengthens muscles and joints, enhances life longevity, because once again, you're taking care of the heart. It also has social and emotional benefits. And you may ask, like, how does it benefit social and emotional benefits? Many people that do cardio, they're part of a runner's club or a community of runners, and it gives you a place to be social and gives you a place for accountability for others to show up and do these activities. Now let's get to what you're here for, the type of workouts that you can do for cardio to get you ripped. Number 1, running and jogging. Now running really sucks because running is one of those events that has no reward in the end except to say that you finished. You do not get the opportunity to kick the ball. You don't get the opportunity to get open to catch the ball. It's just torture the entire time. With running, you want to make sure that you have the proper footwear, the proper pacing, the proper breathing. All of that is so important. You can't just be running around gasping, frolicking, looking like a clown. You want a rhythm, something like breathing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. You want a pattern with it. You don't want to just be running around like a dog with your mouth open, getting all dry mouth and dry heaving, end up stopping shortly after you started. You also want to ease your way into running. Start with short intervals. You may want to start with sprints. You may want to start from, if you're in a neighborhood, you may want to start from like one mailbox to the next mailbox to sprint. Do a slight jog from that mailbox to the next mailbox. But there's various ways that you can switch this up. You also have the comparison of indoor versus outdoor. When you're indoors, you have no excuse to get the job done. Rain, sleet, snow, cold, hot, whatever, you can get it done. Secondly, if you're outdoor, you get the element of fresh air. You're not as restricted by what's around. Frankly, to me, being outside is more interesting and more energetic. I get to let my mind wander into many other areas. And I can look out and I can set little tiny milestones about what I see in front of me and keep my pace going. And once I get to that place, I can set another milestone. So outside versus inside have their pros and cons. The next cardio exercise that you can do is cycling. Cycling gives you leg strength, endurance, and a high cardio level. Now, if you're doing hardcore cycling, you definitely want to make sure that you have the right posture and that you have the right setup for your bike. Next up, swimming. That is a full body, highly engaged exercise. I am not a swimmer, but I have a high level of respect for swimmers. It is challenging to keep your body above water, to be fast, and to move every limb on your body to try and make momentum for a certain distance. Swimming is one of the best cardio and overall body exercises that one could possibly do. Now, naturally, you have to have access to a pool or open water. I encourage you to look around your neighborhood, your local YMCA, but there are lots of places that offer memberships in places that have pools. And if you're gonna go out in open water, just be mindful of the current, the riptides, because those things could be very dangerous. Next up, rowing. Rowing is one of those full body exercise killers. For the rowing, my go-to is the indoor rowing machine, where you are engaging your full body the entire time. It's crazy. Next up, my favorite, jump rope. It is my favorite because it helps improve agility, coordination, and naturally cardiovascular health. Now, you can do basic jumps, you can do over-unders, you can do advanced techniques, whether you're doing the crisscross thing. This here is one of my favorite jump ropes I actually have. It's a smart jump rope. I press this little button here, you can see the number is on 0, and then once I begin to jump, it counts. I can set 3 different modes on it. I can set a timer, I can set freestyle, or I could set a number of counts. What I like to do with this jump rope is set a timer for 1 minute on, and then I take a minute off, then I press the button again and go for another minute. I go a minute off, a minute on for roughly about 20 to 30 minutes. Another routine that you can do is you can take this jump rope and you can do jump ropes towards the end of your workout as a finisher. Or if you're doing circuit training, you can mix it into your routine to do a number of jumps on each rotation of your circuit training. Another routine that you can do is high intensity interval training, known as HIIT training. If you do this the correct way and don't take the amount of time off that most people in the gym do when they just scroll and scroll and scroll for 2, 3, 5 minutes, you will definitely get a level of cardio with the proper training. HIIT would be defined as short bursts of intense activity followed by short rest in repetition. Of all the things that I just mentioned, you want to make sure that you choose the right program and the right type of cardio for you. I think it's always fun to mix these up and have variety and do something that's fun for you. These also have a lot to do with your personal goals, whether you want to do weight loss, whether you want to do muscle toning, whether you're simply trying to keep your heart healthy. Again, these come down to preferences. There has to be something in all of the exercises that I just mentioned that you have more of an enjoyment and attraction towards. You also need to make sure that you have sustainability during that workout. That means that you can go on and on and on for a decent amount of time. And the last thing that you want to be mindful of is accessibility. No need to getting a bike if you don't have access to biking trails, or no need of trying to say, I want to do swim as cardio if you don't have access to a pool. So it all comes down to what you have access to. For me, I have access to this track. I have access to my jump rope. Heck, I can do that anywhere. So that's what makes it easy for me. And personally, I also like the challenge. So here are your next steps and way forward. You're gonna incorporate cardio into your routine. Particularly, you're gonna focus on frequency and duration. How often am I gonna do this and for how long? Next up, you're going to chart your progress, because you can't manage what you can't measure. You also want to make sure that you're combining strength training with your cardio training. Balancing that cardio with your strength training is key to overall health. You don't want your heart healthier than your muscle development. You don't want your muscle development to be leaps and bounds better than your heart health. Recovery is also going to be a big part of your progress. Recovery is important because it's going to aid you in having maximum strength for the next time that you work out. And it's also going to help you to prevent injury and overtraining. If you're looking at the running side of things, there are some tools and apps that you can use, like Couch to 5K is one of them. I'm also going to add a link to this particular jump rope in the description. It comes with an app on your smartphone. I guarantee you will love it. And if you have a fitness tracker, utilize it. Anything from like the Apple Watch to the Fitbit to other devices that you may have within your arsenal. It is a very simple and easy way to gain insight into your workouts, the frequency, the calories burned, the heart rate. There's a lot of information there that can help you to monitor it and to encourage you along the way. Here's my call to action for you. I want you to find 2 cardio workouts that work specifically for you and that you can consider manageable. If there's a particular cardio exercise that I missed that you enjoy, I would love it if you sent that to me and let me know, hey, this is one of my favorite. It didn't make the list. I would love it. I would love to try it. And again, if you have no equipment and you don't know where to get started, you can start with this jump rope. You can start with a track. You can start with a neighborhood sidewalk. The important thing is to get started. If you found this episode helpful, I would love it if you gave it a 5-star. Share it, like it, subscribe. And listen, if you're on your fitness journey, I want you to look above. I have an entire playlist of fitness videos and information that I've recorded in the past that I think will help you tremendously on your fitness journey. And before I go, let me leave you with a quote. The real workout starts when you want to stop. That quote is from Ronnie Coleman. Follow me on YouTube at King Prime. That is the @ symbol King Prime. Follow me on Instagram at iam.kingprime. I will see you in the next video. And until then, look your best, do your best, and be your best.